What's up, my people? What's up, my homies? What's up, my friends? I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are gnarly times. Well, today I want to talk about the time I ran into one of the guys that testified against me, or at least made a statement. Well, around this time, when I, right, everybody has, my life goes like a chapters. So this chapter, when I was in juvenile, went to juvenile hall, got all my paperwork. Well, he was one of the witnesses. So, and at the time, I was looking at uh, murder, and you're 15, I was 15 and a half years old. Like, what? I'm never going to see my girlfriend. So, you know, I, you done wrong, and you feel bad for your victims. And it's not, and it's worse for when you have a witness that says, yeah, he's the one that did it. But the way it happened too is the crazy part is at the time that they were 13, 12, 13 years old, and I was what 15 and a half when this happened. So I remember being interrogated for like a whole day. It seemed like, over and over till they make you want to squeal. And all I did was admit what I did. And everybody else, my brother admit what he did, Nate admit what he did, and the other homeboy Tiny, you know. But what's crazy is the dude who was a witness, he was with another guy, you know, and they're young. They're walking to one of walking to one of the kids' house when they seen it all happen. But he had he had said that whoever was talking, they said I was the one standing, and my homeboy Tiny was the one doing the crime, beating him up. But I was actually kicking him, and my other homeboy was just standing there. So I admit to doing my involvement in it. But anyways, he was on paperwork, and so this time when I seen him, I'm probably about 22, 23 years old, and I was living right by the police department in Porterville on Thurman, right by the rail tracks. And I literally see the police agent from my window. So, and it was a four old building, had four apartments, two on the bottom, two on top. Well, around this time, my dad had came from Texas, flew in, he was all tejanoed out, and we are just chilling. I think we had walked to get some beer. He did, or I can't remember, but so we walk, come back, see these people start moving in, and I'm like, what is that? So and so, not and mind you, I haven't seen him in years, in 8 years or something, and I go, uh, he was about 18, maybe 19. I was a couple years older than him, so it was somewhere around. Maybe he was like 20. Well, when I seen him, he was with a girlfriend, right? And they were moving boxes, and kind of looked at me like, "Is that so and so?" And then my dad too, and then next he was just shocked. He was in shock because who would have thought you're gonna move somewhere and you see the guy you had testified years ago, thinking you forgot about it, but you know, and you're thinking in your mind, did he forget about it? Did they? There's four of us, that went to jail for him testifying. So they're wondering. He probably wondering, hey, is he gonna get me? He want revenge for sending him to jail? And I knew him. We should chill with him, so he knew us. You know, he ended up getting addicted to methamphetamines at the time, or crank, and so his mom was a teacher, and he stole his mom's jewelry and went and traded it. Because we used to trade gold to some lady who was a drug dealer, but she never traded meth. You just money, So because we were kids, but we get that money to other people, and they would, or go and get it from her, who were older. So it was kind of crazy. But anyways, he sold all her gold, all his parents' gold. They ended up going to my dad's pad and say, hey, has Gary took all this, and it was a crazy thing. Well, at the time, this was happening. He was moving furniture in, right? He was on the bottom, moving in, and I lived up top. So I'd be looking down, like, yep. You know, once I came from the store, I'm looking down, like, that's so and so. You know, he's all nervous trying to move things in. Well, then I see him probably like a few loads later, coming, back a few more times, and I told him, "Hey," I said, "What's up?" And he looked at me and like put his head down, and I go, "Hey, don't worry about that. What happened when we were kids?" I said, "We were kids then, and I know what they did to you, because the cops interrogated us, and like crazy, like threaten you, And so I told him he had his head down, looked at me, and like you could see like a weight lift off his shoulders, So I felt better myself because I'm trying to clear up some things that like get over these hurdles. So I just I didn't need somebody else because at the time it was just wild out there, and a lot of people would side with one side and wouldn't side with us when you're supposed to shouldn't be showing favoritism, but it is what it is. I was outnumbered, everybody, but so anyways, so we ended up chopping it up, and he told me what happened, and because we hadn't talked in years since we were kids, and I'm a grown ass man. I felt I was, and I felt grown enough and tell him, hey, don't worry about it, man. It happened. I'm out. We're better, So sometimes we just gotta. If we made it out of certain circumstances, there's no need to sit there and hash and stew and stir. Get angry over things. Just get on, lick your wounds, say I made it out alive, and just go on with your life and take care of your family, your business, and do what's right. So I just felt that in my heart, to just forgive him. Not that he did anything wrong, but I was the one that should be asking him to forgive me. I probably traumatized him. He was a kid, we're like I said, a few years older than him, and it's like, how are they put in positions as a witness, But you just gotta learn to forgive and forget and just move on, Hope everything works out for the best, and it is what it is, But I never seen the other guy that testified against me, but I heard he was all right, and that's all you can hope for the best, But I just learned to get over things, just move on, don't need to dwell and just get angry, just be a bad. Things you go through should be making you a better person, not a meaner, angrier person. If you want to be into that life, I guess you could be good at your craft, But that's one of these gnarly tales in my life and the situation I've been put in, went through. But I just want to tell this gnarly tale of my life. And I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are gnarly times. Stay gnarly.